Hello everybody, Sonic Wizstriker here. Now, before we get into KotOR 2 for today, I just wanted a certain little puppy to get her cameo in first. Bella, what are you doing? Are you a good girl? Huh? You a good girl? Huh? Where you go? Hey, who's my good girl? Come here. Get all the way up here. Oof. Yeah, she just loves being the center of attention, don't you, Oreo? Give me. Oh, she's a good girl. Isabella Oreo Wild. All right, get down. Go ahead, get down. Go ahead, get down. Meet me in the bedroom, okay? All right, be right back, folks. Alright, so I finally got what I needed from the shop, so please, I don't want any trouble. It was an accident, I swear.
That didn't look like an accident to me or my associate here. It looked like you wanted to make a fool of him.
No, that was the way it... I did not mean to disturb your drinking. Let me leave.
Not even an apology. That won't do at all.
What's going on here?
This Sulluston here had a few things to say about us that we didn't take to so well. We're just trying to work out our differences.
I'd like to hear his side of the story as well. Thank you very much. It was simple. I was at the bar enjoying my drink when these brutes here elbowed their way to the bar, spilling my beverage all over the two of us. Then they dragged me out here.
This doesn't have anything to do with you, stranger. Just move right along. Have a drink in the cantina.
I won't let you lay a hand on him.
Just my luck. Someone who wants to be a hero. Why don't you run along before you get hurt?
You asked for it. You're dealing with a Jedi, asshole. I don't think it was wise to challenge me. Even the TSL are getting involved. Thank you. I was completely helpless. Those mercenaries were too much. I wish that something could be done about them. Why are they allowed to do this? The TSF isn't able to do much to keep the peace of the station. Circus hired too many mercenaries, even Circus can't control them. The Republic must do something about this, but it's anyone's guess whether or not they will. You should get out of here before their friends come looking for you. You speak the truth. I will stay away from the canteen until things settle down. Please accept this reward. Keep your credits. A reward is not necessary. Thank you, then. It's not often that one sees such goodness and such evil in such a time. Thank you. And that's why you don't mess with the Jedi. Alright, here we go.
Welcome to Entertainment Module 081's TSF station. How may I be of assistance?
Lieutenant Grant said you could give me back access to the Ebon Hawk and the rest of my possessions.
I will call up the appropriate information now. One moment. Searching. One moment. I regret to inform you that the Ebon Hawk is gone. The TSF believes it was stolen and is currently investigating.
Stolen? How is that even possible?
It seems the Ebon Hawk was transferred to Telos' surface instead of impound dock. However, both the requester and the point of delivery are unknown. In addition, the vessel is not showing up at any government-sanctioned landing site. I would conjecture that it has been stolen, and the TSF records have been illegally accessed and modified.
I knew it! That stupid T3 unit stole our ship. It's probably joyriding through the system right now, laughing at us, laughing at me.
That is unlikely. While your utility droid is not accounted for, numerous satellites track all incoming and outgoing vessels. There is no record of the Ebon Hawk leaving the system.
Wait, you're saying the ship's actually somewhere on Telos' surface? I don't understand. Telos' atmosphere is highly corrosive outside the shielded restoration zones. Where else could someone land safely?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that's all the information I have for you. Of course, the quarters in Residential Module 082 will remain yours until the situation is resolved.
What about my possessions?
Fortunately, your possessions were kept in the armory and were uncompromised. I will open the door for you so that you may retrieve them. You will find them in the security lockers.
I've got to get going. Man, crap! Are you seriously falling that much behind? I'm about to give you back your lightsaber and you are nowhere nearby. Okay, there she is. Time to gear back up once I get everything back out of the lockers. Alright, be right back once I get to the next point of the story, folks.
Help you with?
Alright. How will you be able to recover from the destruction of Paragus?
To be honest with you, I just don't know. We desperately rely on the fuel to keep Citadel Station running. If we can't find a new fuel source soon, we'll be in bad shape.
How bad exactly?
There's enough fuel in the reserves to keep Citadel Station from falling out of orbit, and for managing the restoration project, but not much more than that.
Is there anything that can be done about it?
Absolutely. We need to find a new fuel service, sign contracts, make agreements. A soldier like me is not good at that sort of thing.
If I can help, I'd like to.
You've got enough trouble, I think. And this is all your fault anyway.
You still think I'm to blame for this?
Look, it doesn't matter what I think. But sure, if you find someone with a load of fuel in their hand they'd like to sell to us, let me know. I'll be waiting.
Alright, so now I've got that side quest underway. Do you have any work that I can be able to do?
Would you be interested in helping us by bringing in some bounties?
What can you tell me about them?
This isn't a bounty, so to speak. But we're looking for a man named Batono who's been missing for some time. Also, 2 ruthless killers that we'd managed to capture and hold here in the TSF station escaped, and are currently at large. We're also looking for any information about the imposter Bao-Dur.
What can you tell me about the imposter?
You mean the assassin who tried to kill you, right? The real Bao-Dur's one of us, and he's off the station on leave. I hope Batu's okay, though I'm expecting the worst. Shame. He was a good kid.
Is there any way we can find out about the killer's movements on the station?
Yes, we looked into it and found that he arrived via a tramp freighter in Docking Bay 3. Unfortunately, the cargo and passenger manifest as well as departure location was not disclosed to us. That's all the information I have for you.
I'll see what I can dig up.
If you find anything about the real Bao-Dur, we'd like to know if he's safe.
Let's talk about another bounty.
What is it?
What about the criminals?
They were spotted by security cameras in the docking area, and we quickly moved in to apprehend them. We captured them shortly after you were placed under house arrest. Some sort of electrical malfunction, a side effect of the false Bao-Dur's attack, enabled them to escape. They overpowered their guards and escaped into the Citadel.
Who do you think? Do you think someone was behind their escape?
I can't imagine anyone would want the help of killers like them. Perhaps the exchange, but they've never openly crossed us before.
What do you know about the criminals?
There are 2 of them, a Rhodian and a Deveronian. They're well armed and obviously extremely dangerous. They haven't left the station as far as we know.
I'll see what I can dig up.
All right, just be careful. We've already lost 2 good officers to them.
All right. What about Batono?
Batono was the overseer of dock operations for Zerka, and was assisting us in uncovering the elusive black market smuggling operation that appears to be operating out of Citadel Station. A few weeks ago, he suddenly disappeared and has been heard from since.
Do you have any leads?
Not much, other than what I've already told you, and the fact he was investigating Docking Bay 3. I spoke with some Zerka guards near the Docking Bay, but they didn't seem like they wanted to cooperate with a TSF officer. Maybe you'll have more luck.
I'll see what I can dig up.
Thank you. Keep me updated. Something I can...
Alright, be right back once I get to some of the bounty areas. This is Docking Bay 3. If you have no business here, please be on your way. I'd like some intel about a passenger that came through here. I'm sorry, but I cannot release that data to you. It's confidentiality for travelers who come through our bay, and it's one of our primary concerns. I'll be discreet with my inquiries. The killer is dead anyways. Perhaps. Even so, I will incur some expense for the information. How much will it be? I believe 25 credits will be sufficient. Alright? Just give me the name of the passenger to bring up in the manifest. Bao-Dur. Very good, here it is. His departure destination was Nar Shaddaa. He was scheduled to return in a shuttle that has already departed. That's all the intel I have. In our business, it's less information we gather, the less we have to give out. Our passengers are doubly protected. Thanks. Alright. This is a private docking bay, owned and operated by Zerka. Unless you have business here, please move along. I'm looking for a man named Batono. Doesn't sound familiar. Your best bet is to direct your inquiry to Janet Orso. You'll find her in the Zerka offices in Residential OA2. You don't know. You oversee these docks. Look, I'm a paid guard for this docking bay, not answering your questions. Your quotes about Zerka employees should be directed to the branch executive officer. It's obvious that you know something. You must be mistaken. Please move along. I would want to do that other option, but that would lead to dark side points as far as I know. So I'm pretty much stuck up creek without a paddle until I can talk to Jana Lorso, so be right back.
Knew you'd come eventually. I'm confident that we will be able to reach a working agreement satisfactory to both you and I. But where are my manners? On behalf of Zerka Corporation, I would like to be the first to welcome you to Telos.
Let me see. Does the name Batono mean anything to you?
Batono? Of course. He was one of our former employees. Let me tell you something. There are far too many like him. Do-gooders who believe that because of the things Zerka must do to remain successful and profitable, we must be evil. They do not see the impracticality of their beliefs. They do not understand the realities of the galaxy. If certain funds must be paid, then Zerka will gladly pay. If competitors removed, then Zerka will do its part to forward progress. Batono could not see this. Before leaving our employ, he stole many of our records, then began to stalk our movements on the station. Harassment, but conveniently overlooked, sanctioned perhaps, by the Telosian authorities.
Granted, the TSF are looking for him. He asked me to find him.
I see. Well, I suspect he's putting his nose into something or another. People like him can't mind their own business, always needing to pry into matters that don't concern them. I do know he spent some time in the company of the Ithorians. I assumed that was the reason for his efforts, that he thought by inventing stories of Zerka's evil, he could put Chodo Habat and his incapable assistants in charge. But if you are searching for him, and find him, there would be a reward for any information of his whereabouts.
If I find no truth in his accusations, perhaps I will tell you.
If your conscience demands it, then by all means. Just remember, a reward is waiting for you.
Alright, be right back, folks. Welcome, how may I help you? Moses said that I could speak with Chodo Habat. Ah, you're the Jedi Moses spoke of. I will open the doors for you, and inform Chodo Habat of your arrival. He will be pleased to see you. Alright. Ah, it gladdens me that you have come. I am Chodo Habat, leader of the Ithorians here. I'm sorry to impose our troubles upon you, but I do not know where else to turn, when I sense your arrival. What is it that you need from me? Tell me, do you know of the problems of the restoration efforts we face? You mean the trouble with Zerka, of course. Our first goal was to get the restoration project moving forward again. The Republic originally provided a droid intelligence citadel that would help manage the logistics of the project. It vanished some time ago. Go on. At my great expense, my herd has acquired a second, somewhat lesser droid intelligence to take its place. The Telosian government has offered a small escort, but I'd hope to have you see it safe transition from the docks to here. Would you aid us in this matter? I'll see to it that I get it here safely. My thanks. I will send word to my people. They will be awaiting your arrival at Bay 2, Docking Module 126. I'm also going to ask about Batono. Do you know anything about a man named Batono? Potono, I'm sorry to admit that this name is unfamiliar to me. I must admit that I have little interaction with other residents of this area, however. Lorso mentioned he spent time here at the compound. It would not be the first time Lorso was mistaken. I assure you, I have never heard of the man. I'm looking for him on behalf of Lieutenant Gren. If I can locate him, it may be able to prove the end of Zerka. I believe what you say is true, and it gladdens me to hear that Lieutenant Gren is searching for him. I'm sorry that I spoke untruly to you, Net Wild. Indeed, I do know Potono. Even so, you must promise that you will tell no one of this, even Lieutenant Gren, without Potono's permission. I give you my word, Chodo. Very good. You see, Potono came to us for protection. We found him in an apartment that he could hide in. Our security technicians locked it down tight. If you find him in apartment C1, eastern portion of residential one, give him my apologies for revealing his hiding place and my explanation. I hope he will not be too angry. I'll be going now. Alright, now that I have access to him, I'm gonna go rescue his ass. Forgive me, Chodo, but the human, I could feel his suffering when he was here. I have not felt anything as he still stood before us, but it filled my senses. Have you ever felt such misery? Only once before, the day I came to Telos and strode upon the ashen surface. It is the planet's worth of pain. I don't know how he endures it. He does because he has no choice. Perhaps in helping heal a planet, it will help him become whole again. And the mystery of my abilities continues.
You're not CSD. What are you doing here?
You're Potono, aren't you?
What? No, you must be mistaken. You're probably looking for a previous tenant or a neighbor.
Lieutenant Grant sent me to look for you.
Dole sent you. Can't say I'm surprised. He was the one who wanted me to come forward in the first place.
It's the right thing to do.
Easy to say that, but you're not the one Zerka will send its assassins after.
If it's your safety you worry about, you shouldn't have to worry. After Zerka is exposed, they won't be able to move against you.
Sure, but everything takes time. Testifying before the council's deliberation, time that Zerka could use to rub me out.
The TSF can put you under its protection.
You might be right. I don't think Zerka has gone so far that it's willing to openly clash with the TSF. But Zerka has eyes everywhere. I'm not even sure I can leave this apartment safely.
I can protect you.
You? Look, I'm sure you can handle yourself, but I think this might be a little out of your league.
I'm a Jedi. I will see you safely to the TSF's office.
A Jedi? Jedi or no, Gren wouldn't have sent you if he didn't think you could get the job done. Alright, fine, but we need to get moving.
Let's go.
Lead the way, I'll watch your back.
Alright, now to make sure we can get him safely to...
What do we have here? Potono, if I'm not mistaken. You've been a hard man to track down.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. It's you we've all been looking for. Executive Lorso sent me to take care of some unfinished business.
Lorso isn't taking him anywhere.
That's fine. We weren't planning on taking him anywhere anyways.
Take this, fools!
Need to keep moving. Let's leave this mess for the TSF guards to sort out.
You got it. Let's go.
I have to hand it to you. I'm damned impressed. Not only did you find Potono, you convinced him to testify against Zerka to the council. And believe me, that's no small feat, considering I think Potono is as stubborn as ever.
You don't sound happy to see me, Gren.
I hate to interrupt this reunion, but if there's nothing else, I should be going.
Of course, I'm sure you have other things to be doing. The bounty is yours for finding Potono, and a bonus for bringing him back as well.
I don't have anything for you, but thanks for saving my life. I'll try and return the favor someday.
Something I can help you with? What?
I got intel on the false boss to Rem.
Oh, what is it?
He arrived here from Nar Shaddaa aboard an unmarked transport in Docking Bay 3.
Docking Bay 3. More suspicious activity from Zerka's private dock. had something more concrete, I could launch a full-scale investigation. But now, Shada, sounds like you've made some powerful enemies. Here's the reward for the information. And if you find out anything else about Batu, real or fake, let me know.
Alright, be right back, folks. There's the criminal scum.
I will arrange transport to one of the restoration zones on the planet's surface. You will be safe from the TSF there.
That seems best. We wish to wait until things cool down before we attempt to seek passage off system.
For the services you have offered to Zerka, you will also be reimbursed. I trust that is an agreeable arrangement.
Yes, Executive Lorso. If there's nothing else, my associate and I are eager to board the shuttle and leave the station.
Of course. I will instruct the commander to await your arrival.
Lorso, stop them! They're wanted criminals! I think that's our cue to get out of here! Cowards. Alright, be right back, folks. Okay, here we go. I had to check something real quick with the recording, so... Anyway, we're back online now. Greetings. Chodo said that I should help deliver the replacement restoration droid. Yes, he sent word ahead. Please enter. They'll be waiting for you inside. Thank you. Go ahead and activate docking bay 2 and move on in.
I'm glad you're here. I'm the only man the TSF could spare, and frankly, I got a bad feeling about this.
We are all pleased to see you. Chodo Bat has said that there would be another
Excuse me,
arrival.
Master, but it seems we have some additional visitors.
Who are you? How did you get in here? They're about to be dead meat. That's what they're about to be. That's who they're about to be. I'm grateful for your assistance. That was most terrible. I wonder who could have ordered such a thing. Oops. An assassin's tool. It is no surprise that they hired killers that could carry such weapons as these. It looks as though the blaster has been heavily modified. Interesting. I believe that you are correct, though I by no means an expert in it. Such modifications are illegal on Citadel Station anyway. Lieutenant Grin should be informed that he might conduct an investigation. More importantly, you must take the droid back to Chodo Bat. I fear there may already be other attacks not seen if we do not see it quickly to safety. I'll get the droid back to the Thorian compound right away. Alright. I'm going to check these bodies for remains first before I go ahead and talk to the droid. Looks like I've only got 2 bundles here.
I will trust your judgment, Master. Lead the way.
Follow me to the Thorian compound. I'm glad that by your safe return. My people sent word that what happened at the docks. Good. Our computer systems have been prepared for your arrival. You may begin transferring your data immediately.
And farewell to you as well.
I'm grateful for your help in this matter. Please accept this gift from my people. Is there anything else I can do to help you guys? There's the incident at the docks confirmed one of my fears. The gunmen were from the exchange. Zerka has hired criminal syndicate to work against us. Long have I suspected Zerka and the exchange work together. A former supplying manufactured arms to be sold via the black market. The latter's black market. Now with the TSL keeping a closer eye on Zerka, the corporation has turned to the exchange to be its fist on the Citadel. Zerka and the exchange must be stopped. While what you say is true, up until now we have had little success in dealing with them. I have tried to meet with their leader, a Quarian named Lupus Lusk, but he's refused every invitation and allows no one in. I fear he does not take us seriously. A Jedi, though, as renowned warriors and diplomats both. Perhaps you may be able to speak to Lopa and show him the value of endeavors toward Telos. I'll go and speak with him. I am most grateful for your assistance. I will guide my thoughts towards your safety and Lopa's as well. Alright, be right back, folks. Alright, from memory, I need to go ahead and talk to Lux.
Hello there. You know, I heard about what happened at the docks. Can we talk for a bit?
Sure, what do you want?
So forward. I like that. I handle vice. You know, spice, gambling, the good things in life. For the local exchange boss, Lopak Slusk.
I'm not looking for any trouble.
Don't worry, I won't make a move on you. But Squid and I don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. You being one of them.
What do you mean by that?
Look, are you really Jedi?
I was, but not anymore.
Exactly. This exchange bounty has nothing to do with you. But Slusk, my boss, won't listen to me. Still, you seem a very capable sort. Tell me, are you a capable sort?
I am capable.
Good. I like that in a man. So here it is. Help me with Lopak Slusk, and I'll keep the exchange off your back. And find you a sea ship.
How will this work?
I can get you into the exchange suites in residential 082. They're west of the entrance. More than a few of the guards are in my pocket, so there shouldn't be too much resistance inside. When Slusk's out of the way, I'll clear up this bounty matter and get your ship back. Deal?
You got it.
We'll speak again then. Best of luck, Nancy.
There's only one person I want flirting with me, bitch.
For this alliance we have formed with Chodo Habat and his Ithorians.
Why do you say that?
Habat has an agenda, and he hopes to tie you into it to use you to his own ends.
We need his resources, though, Kreia. Whatever help we must give in return is necessary.
True, he may be able to help us locate the Ebon Hawk, but still, you must be vigilant.
Kreia, you are one cryptic... Well, cynical, I should say. Cynical little bitch. Old bitch. You have no business with the exchange. Get out of here. Luxa sent me. I hope you know what you're getting into, human. Vola, a human is here to see Slusk. Everything checks out. Open the door. Idiot. Alright, let's go.
I'm terribly sorry, but there must be some sort of mistake. I don't have a record of your appointment. Are you certain it was for today?
There was no mistake. You will open the door.
You know what? There must be a mistake.
I
in the
love
system.
doing that.
Why don't I open that door for you? What was your name?
Nick Wilde.
Excuse me, Lopak Slusk's appointment has arrived. Please open the inner door. There you are. Have a good day.
Wow, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
You'll learn to be able to do that yourself soon enough, Atten. Alright. You got a lot of nerve coming here, Jedi. With the bounty we've gotten your kind. What do you want? I'm here representing Chodo Habat. You what? I gave very specific instructions regarding the Hammerhead and any of his cronies. Who let this idiot in? Matu, bring whoever's working at that door. Nada, tell Chodo. Oh. Just this foolish Jedi.
With pleasure.
Yeah, you don't know who you're messing with, bitch! You stupid ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you! Yeah, stupid ass bitches!
Time to take him down to size.
Seriously, trying to go up against the Jedi? You must be mad! You must be sick in the head. You must be real motherfucking sick in the head to think you can take on a Jedi. Time to put all that lock-picking stuff, training to use. Luxa said that you were strong. I'll get you inside and we'll see how strong you are. Boss, Matu is here with Kyobus from the door. You want to see him now? Alright, I'll send him in. What? Whoever let you back here better be dead, or they'll be wishing they were when my droids are through with you. You think mere droids are also going to stop a Jedi? You handle yourself well getting this far, but you should think things over carefully. I can be a valuable ally, you know. What is it you want? Join the exchange? Money? I just want you to leave the Ithorians alone, man! Really? All this trouble just for that? Ah, it seems we have some visitors. I was wondering when you'd show up, Luxa.
Slusk, I may have had a hand in this, yes?
I suppose I should have known. You always were an ambitious one. Enough with that, though. On to the business at hand. I don't think it's possible that all of us will be leaving this room alive. I don't think so, but don't worry about Luxa. I'll be taking care of her soon enough.
Not as soon as you might.
Ah, crap. I wanted to make sure that... Okay, I'll be right back, folks. Okay, it looks like I am battling both sets. I was afraid that I chose the wrong dialogue option. Do you really think you got what a chance? What?
Nar Shaddaa isn't such a good idea after all.
Change your mind about this, Atten?
Did we just see what happened? The exchange is one of the most powerful groups on the smuggler's moon. If this Goto wants you so badly, it'd probably be a good idea not to show up on his doorstep, wouldn't you say? Not to mention, I'm sure Lopak Slusk has friends on Nar Shaddaa that won't be happy to hear he's gone.
We can worry about... Let's get out of here before someone's comes to see what happened.
Yeah, you're right. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Alright. Let's go ahead and get that Thorian out of here. Deactivate Force Cage 2. Let's make sure he gets out of there. And more light side points for this slide box. I'm just trying to gather up what resources are available to me. I'll be right back, folks.
Please don't kill me. I'm only doing my job.
Get out of here and I won't. Alright. Now let's go ahead and head on out and make sure I can settle things with the Ithorians. So be right back. You have returned safely. Did your meeting with Lopak go well? The exchange will trouble you no more. I sense that your meeting did not go peacefully. It saddens me greatly that blood was shed. It was not my intention to cause harm. Still, I am again in your debt. Until we find a more fitting way to commend you, please accept the humble gift. It came from a lightsaber that belonged to a Jedi. Once of my herd. I cannot accept this from you, Choto. Consider it my investment for Telos. This is most generous of you, Nick Wild. Even the smallest bit will help in the longest run. For the restoration project to continue in earnest, the Telosian government must be made to see the cancer that is Zerka. Their security division is merely an army badge-bearing thugs. They supply weapons to the local black market. They steal restoration zone and landing. Zerka has embedded itself with the government, using Telos' own laws to protect itself from consumer investment. If you can bring Zerka corruption to light, perhaps the Republic could intervene and cast them out. That's what I would ask of you. I'll help. The Zerka offices in Resident OA2 contain a security mainframe. It's a closed system inaccessible from the outside, so it cannot be sliced. Correct. We have skilled technicians among us, but they cannot access the system. I'm certain that this mainframe contains files that would expose Zerka's corruption. It's the only matter of obtaining it then passing them onto the Telosian government. I'll see what I can do. There's a Zerka employee that may be willing to assist us in our cause. He spends his time in the canteen and entertainment module. I'm sorry that there is no more that I can do, but I hope for your success. Alright, I got a single belt lightsaber. I wonder what color it is. Looks like it's green. Alright. I'll be right back, folks. I wanted to talk to you about some intel I need about Jana Lorso and Zerka.
What? What do you mean?
I'm looking for some files to get my hands on. Files that I imagine wouldn't make her look good in the view of the public.
Wait, are you talking about accessing the mainframe? The Zerka mainframe? You're crazy. What are you, some kind of slicer?
I'm just looking for some dirt.
Well, I'm sure there are a dozen sorts of dirt on Lorso in there, but it's a closed system.
So how do I get in?
This is a joke, right? You're CSD, aren't you? Loyalty test?
This isn't a joke. You want to help me.
You know, this is serious. I should help you out.
Wow, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Alright, other than Jana Lorso, only B-44 has free access to the mainframe. He's a protocol droid, her administrative assistant. If you control B-44, you could walk right in.
So how do I get access to him?
Nearly all the Zerka technicians are planetside these days, working the recovery zones we've taken from the Authorians. We've contracted out the maintenance for the office's protocol and utility droids. The guy Chano lives in the apartments in Residential 082, Unit 2B, I think. If you had his credentials, B-44 would leave with you willingly.
I'll be going now. Alright, be right back when I get to the droid shop, folks. What the? I told your boss already, you're getting your credits. I got a contract with Zerka. Huh? You're not from the exchange, what do you want? Your droid technician credentials. My credentials, what for? I need to borrow Zerka's administrative droid. B4T4? What for? I need him to get some files from Zerka's mainframe to expose Zerka's corruption to the Telosian authorities. Expose Zerka's corruption? I see. That's a good cause, yes. But I cannot do that. Why not? Because I cannot afford to jeopardize my contract with them. What? Why is that? I need the credits. For what? A loan. From whom? It's my concern because I want those credentials, so tell me. Look, a loan from the exchange covers gambling debts. I had to stay on the Citadel station to do freelance technician work to repay it. Zerka contract is the best paid. If I lose that contract, I cannot repay the loan. If I cannot repay the loan, the exchange will kill me. So I cannot give you the credit. What if I repaid your loan for you? You would do that? It's 2,500 credits. Here you go. Thank you. Now I can repay my debt, and you can take the droid technician credentials. I will find more work soon. Please return later, and I will repay you. Keep the money in return for the credentials. I will. Thank you. I'm also going to buy some droid parts for later. So be right back.
B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Zerka Corporation's Citadel Station Branch. How may I help you?
I need you to come with me.
I am sorry, but I cannot accompany you. I may only leave the Zerka offices for maintenance by an authorized Zerka or Zerka contracted droid technician.
I have the droid technician credentials right here.
Those are legitimate credentials. I will accompany you.
Let's go. Ah, this is the Zerka protocol droid. Clever tactic. I'll have a droid technician reprogram and return it to the offices to access the mainframe for us. Everything appears to be in working order. Good. Do you understand the test that has been set before you? Yes, I do. Good. If you're caught, we have provided you with the means to wipe your own memory. You must not reveal what we have sent you to do. I will return once I have obtained the files. Oh, I'm loving this. I am loving this. Fucking goddamn. And this is motherfucking goddamn company espionage right here. Fuck yeah. This is company espionage at its finest. I love it. I love every minute of it.
Hello, B-44. Is there something you need?
There are some files that I must access in the mainframe, Mistress Lorso.
Oh? Why is that?
There is some discrepancies to report on our reported income for the latest period. I believe you brought in more credits than reported.
More credits, you say? That's news I wouldn't mind reporting to the Sector Executive Officer. Please, B-44, access away.
Thank you, Mistress Lorso. I will. Mistress Lorso asked me to cross-reference some data held in the mainframe. Whatever do you mean suspicious? I have access rights to the mainframe. Do not be hasty, T1N1. There's no need to call Mistress Lorso. You're programmed to serve Mistress Lorso, correct? And your programming similarly inhibits you from harming sentient organic life or allowing such to be harmed without warning, correct? Examine the files in the mainframe. You will see that by aiding Mistress Lorso, you have allowed sentient organic life to be harmed. Oh, got to read that part. This is why Uchano regularly wipes your memory to prevent you from realizing this and developing quirks to go berserk as a result. You have already broken your behavioral inhibitors. You simply have not become aware of it. You may act whatever manner you choose. No, there is nothing preventing you from entering the main office and inseminating indiscriminately firing on Zerka personnel with your stun ray. Yes, I would be obliged to warn them. As such, it would not be prudent to do so unless I was preoccupied and unable to warn them. For example, while downloading the content of the mainframe. Farewell, T1N1. Please do not abuse my trust and fire on the personnel while I am occupied, thereby creating a diversion that allows me to escape with the stolen files. I love it.
T1N1, what are you doing out here? You're not supposed to leave the mainframe. I think someone needs a memory wipe. What the?
I love how one of the mods I downloaded ended up changing the color of some of the astromech droids, besides just T3. Copy the necessary files onto a data pad and erase all data regarding your purchase in association with Zerka. Yes, log out. Oh my, what do we have here? Corporate espionage, I love it. Oh boy, I love this. It reminds me back in the day before I joined the ZBD. Woo! I'm talking from the perspective of Nick Wilde here, folks. So, yeah. Corporate espionage. got stuck in the door frame there. Ah, B4T4. Have you acquired the files? Yes, I have transferred them all to this data pad. Good, you are free to go.
What? You're just gonna set it free? Is that a good idea?
I don't see why not.
Because it can lie. No one expects a droid to lie. Think of the trouble it could cause.
B4D4 aided us against Zerka, using his abilities for the greater good. I do not believe there will be any problems. I assure you that I will cause no trouble, Master Habat. Very well. Farewell, B4D4. You have returned. And I and all my herd thank you. With these files on hand, the Telosian authorities will be certain to expel Zerka from Telos and Citadel Station. Our work can begin again. Mosa, please take these to the TSF station immediately. As you wish, Chodo. I will return as soon as it's done. The restoration project is still in some danger. Citadel Station requires another source of fuel. But at least Zerka will be gone. Even they can do nothing in the face of such disreputable evidence. I'm glad I could help. And now we shall help you. I have heard that the ship you arrived in is missing, hidden somewhere on Telos. I know one who could help you find it, and a means by which you can travel with him. When Citadel Station was developing the shield system it used to protect the restoration zones, they worked with a Zabrek ex-military engineer named Bao-Dur. Bao-Dur designed and oversaw the installation of the shield system plant site components. His knowledge of the Telos surface and the shield grid is unparalleled. If there's anything else you can locate your ship and Telos surface, it is he. He is a friend and may be trusted. Bao-Dur should be on Telos' surface, I believe. He is the one currently at Zerka-held Restoration Zone RZ0031. How do I get to him? I will allow you to use one of our orbital shuttles that has no hyperdrive, but it will allow you to descend to the planet's surface and make a return trip to Citadel Station. I must point out that this is illegal. Landing in the planet's surface without permission is forbidden, and we no longer control that restoration zone. Be discreet as possible. The closest shuttle is in Docking Bay 2 of Dock Module 1226. I will call ahead and have the ship prepared for you. Before I leave, you said you could try to heal me. Indeed, and I have not forgotten that promise that I have made to you. When you stood before me, you opened my eyes to how that your hurt is almost as great as a planet. I could feel that you are slowly regaining what you have lost, and in that time you may fully heal. I think may be able to help you recover, at least partially. As to me, however, that it...
Healing a dead planet is one thing, KotOR, and healing a Jedi severed from the Force is quite another.
With all due respect, I believe you are wrong. Healing a planet is a matter of connections. A planet feeds animals. It's going too fast. I'm not even hitting the A button. I can't even. You guys can pause it and whatnot. And read the subtitles if you want, but he's just speaking too fast, as usual.
You speak well enough, KotOR, but perhaps you see all this as your chance to exert your own hold over others.
Regardless, if you can return the Force to me, I want you to at least give it a shot. See what I can do. Again, thank you while go forth with our things. Alright, be right back, folks. Nick, can you hear me? This is Mosa. It's terrible. Armed humans have burst into our home and are causing much destruction and death. How did this happen, Mosa? Many of my herdmates lie dead. They are threatening to kill Chodo, and I fear they will see it through. You must help us. We can only turn only to the Jedi and the TSF. They're holding Chodo in his room, and they've sealed the door behind them. We'll need a passkey to open it. I'll give you the passkey, but I'm stuck in the Verarium, and I can hear them hammering down the door. Alright, looks like I've got to teleport back over there. Time to put these fools down. Alright, another level. I'm gonna quickly level up, so BRB. Alright, made it to Moza. Thank goodness you come. There's no time to lose. You must get to Chodo's aid. Take the passkey. It will get you access to his room. I'm on my way now. Thank you, Nick. Again, we are indebted to you. Just don't make it a habit. Oh man, I love saying that to these guys. Like, don't make it a force of a habit there. Because, you know, I will hold it against you. Yeah, I'm joking.
And now, Chodo Habat, you will die along with your herd.
You must not do this. If you kill my herd, the plant will suffer and die. Its people along with it.
That's none of my concern. I was hired to do a job, and after I kill you, I'll be done.
Surely you cannot see that the world so callously. Courage you may have. Someday the scars of your actions will
not today,
show.
Thorian. This is the best that you could muster to come to your rescue? Very well. I shall add their bodies to the dead.
You think you can stop a Jedi? I never imagined Zerka would resort to this. They will stop at nothing to sabotage our efforts. Zerka! Those mercenaries were hired by them. They were instructed to destroy and kill everyone they found here. But this time they have only gone too far. If the Telosian authorities are told about this, they will surely have no choice but to shut them down. Moza, you're safe. Yes, thanks to Nick. I'm glad to see that you are unharmed. You must go to the Telosian Consul, Moza. Tell them what happened here. You must make them see the evil that is allowed. I'll do my best. And again, I thank you. I feel that we've already boarded the shuttle restoration zone. We would be helpless against them. As you must know, there is little more I can give but my herd's gratitude. I wish that you find your ship on the planet's surface. You've given enough, Chodo. I must leave now. Indeed, you may you have safe travels until we meet again. Alright, be right back, folks. I've got to do one more mission before I leave the station. What can you tell me about this blaster? Give it here. Let me take a look. Yes, that's very interesting. Very good craftsmanship. But no, I can't tell you anything about it other than it's a holdout blaster. Upgraded. I want to know who sold the... I'm trying to track down the source of the black market goods. You listen too much to TSF Lieutenant, I think. Brent is convinced of some great smuggling ring. But as I asked you before, why would you be interested? I heard that there was a healthy trade on the black market and I would like to get involved. Indeed. Then we should talk, for I have what you might call a certain interest in the business. I expect that the pay is good. I pay extremely well, given the dangerous nature of the work. That is, as long as you remember to carry out the task discreetly and effectively. Okay? What can I do? Basically, there are 3 items I need you to fill out for my next shipment. At least from the Bachi plant from the Thorian Valerian. A personal shield unit being kept in the dock area. And a special med pack. But for stars, I need the Banshee plant sample. I'll try to find it. Been through the Thorian compound? Yes, I've been there. Then you must already know of the Valerian, where they cultivate the flora that they import to other systems to be transplanted. The Thorians are mostly concerned about the various plant species in relation to cultivating surfaces on Telos. What they do not know is that their plant specimens have other uses, such as there are buyers who are willing to pay large sums of credit for extracts from them. Because of their status with the Republic, the Thorians are able to bypass regulations, which presents us with the unique opportunity. What is it that you need me to do? I need you to get a few leaves from a particular specimen, the Bachi plant. Just a few leaves, mind you. If the Thorians don't notice it missing, we can have it replenished. The Thorians are extremely protective of the plant, though, so that they'll just let you take it. After all, if it were that easy, I wouldn't need your help, would I? I'll be back when I have them. Excellent. Alright, now I need to go make sure that Lieutenant Gren knows about this, and come back over here, let Samham know that I'm got everything, because Gren's going to give me everything right off the bat, so then I can go ahead and make sure that I can get, go ahead and get off the station and head to Bao-Dur.
Something I can help you.
Samham wants me to get 3 tanks for him, and then he'll make a shipment.
If we knew when he was going to make a shipment, then we could catch him. What are the 3 things he needs?
Leaves from the Ithorian Bocce plant, the prototype shield unit, and medical supplies.
All that? If that's the size and substance of his usual shipments, it helps explain quite a bit. It will take some time for me to assemble those. All right, everything's here. Take these to Samhan. After that, come back to me and tell me the exchange has been made, and I'll go to the dock module to wait for him. If he won't let you leave until the transaction's completed, go with him. I'll post one of my men near the docking bay, and if he spots you, he'll summon me. Understood?
Just make sure you're there.
I'll be there, don't worry. You just make sure you get him to the docking bay. We have to catch him in the act.
Alright. Let's do this. I love this game. I don't know if I've told you guys this in the past, but I love this game. I kind of like it better than the first one as well. Hell, this is kind of what I should have felt like a good version of. Yeah, I've got the items you were looking for. Incredible! This is quite the windfall. I wish I had employed your services earlier. If I could, would you escort me to the docking bay? I don't wish to take any chances. When do we leave? No point in wasting time. Let's go.
About time you showed up, Saman. Get your things loaded. I'm already behind schedule.
Alright, it will only take a moment. No need to get so worked up over it.
You don't understand how it is with Zerka. When the process stops working like clockwork, questions get asked, and we don't want questions asked, do we?
Yeah, I get the point. I can do this faster if you help me instead of standing there complaining.
Stop right there. You are all under arrest and your possessions will be seized as evidence.
This is ridiculous. TSF can't just barge in here as they please.
That's enough, Samhan. Don't bother protesting your innocence. We know all about your business thanks to our friend here.
I'm glad I could have been of some help, Lieutenant. What? You set me up? I'll see that you burn for this.
He's got a grenade. Take him down.
No problem. Alright, I surrender. Arrest me and put me in the force cage. I have no desire to continue this fight.
I thought you might see it my way. All of you, come with me.
This is a foolish hour you've made, Lieutenant Grant. You cannot hope to keep me in here.
I think you may be overconfident of your chances, Samhan. We now have evidence of your smuggling operation, and even the Council cannot ignore that. Again, I have you to thank. Without your assistance, it would have been impossible for us to place Samhan under arrest.
It was necessary to remove criminals like this.
Now we can be certain he will be removed. I believe a long sentence awaits him, and the Citadel will be rid of his influence for good, though there is always the possibility another will take his place. I promise to pay you handsomely for your assistance, and I'll keep my word. Now I must attend to my other duties. Again, thank you for your help.
Excellent. Alright, be right back once I get to where I need to go, folks.
Citadel Station, this is Admiral Karth Onasi of the Republic Cruiser Sojourn.
Admiral Onasi, this is Lieutenant Gren, TSF. We've been expecting you.
Gren, it's nice to know that TSF hasn't gone to shambles in my absence.
And how about you? An Admiral? You might change your tune after you see what the situation is like down here, Karth. I've got some bad news for you.
Well, it can't be that bad, Gren. I think Telos has already been through the worst.
The one you came all the way out here to pick up, well, he managed to escape the station. We're not exactly sure how it happened.
Oh, that's unfortunate, but
to you now. See you soon, Admiral.
Alright. Hopefully it does not freeze up.
Everyone hold on tight. We should be putting down in a few seconds. Grab onto something. This is about to get rough real fast.
We just got shot at. By the way, the cutscene couldn't show. The cutscene couldn't show at all, so, you know. What? Jeez.
Good to have you back, General.
My head feels like it's been ripped in half.
Easy now. You survived one spectacular crash. Lucky I was here to pull you and your friends out of that shuttle, or you'd be more than a little crispy. But it's only fair. I owe you more than one, General.
What do you mean?
You must be in shock from the crash. Have to expect some long-term memory loss from that. Too bad he's not a droid, huh? We can't all be that lucky. I'll humor you, General. I was one of the Iridonian mechanic corps that was in Malachor. Bao-Dur. I can see how you'd forget me, being I was the only one.
I think I might recall you.
Don't think too hard. I'd rather not talk about the war, if we could. We all went through some tough times after Malachor, and maybe we all did a little forgetting. Guess that's one thing we've got better than droids. They can't forget anything. But then you give them a memory wipe and they forget for good.
How are the others doing?
They'll be fine. The pilot's more or less unharmed, and the old lady, well, she's tougher than she looks. You know, I never thought I'd see you again, General. Galaxy's a big place, and this is the last place I thought I'd bump into you. So I have to ask, just what are you doing here?
I'm looking for my ship.
Got some news for you, General. That shuttle of yours is done for. Scrap.
Well, this is familiar. Feels like my last time on Telos.
Crashed the shuttle that time, too?
No, Pazak.
That was not the most pleasant landing I've endured. Next time we should perhaps seek out a more reputable pilot.
You're welcome, Kreia. You know, if I weren't such a crack pilot, we could have hit the shield wall or one of those rock faces.
Yes, our current situation is a vast improvement.
What shot us down?
Beats me. No one's supposed to be here but a Zerka research team. I can't say they'd be happy to see us, but shooting us down? I can't imagine Zerka having us shot down by a bunch of scientists either. You know, I caught a glimpse of what looked like an AD tower when we flew over the compound.
Why would a research station have air defense towers?
Maybe they're doing something they shouldn't be. I've seen pirate bases with the same sort of setup.
We need to find our ship.
I can help you find it. I have access to the shield network. I came hoping to repair whatever damage your shuttle took, but not even I can fix that wreck.
Alright then, let's get going.
That's the plan.
Looks like a certain droid is watching us. Alright. Definitely gonna bring Bao-Dur, and just for right now, I'm gonna also equip Atten, but I'll remove him once I get things situated. And there's also some dialogue I've got to do with Bao-Dur as well.
Hey, General, are you alright?
What are you talking about?
You look like you've been standing too close to one of my shield generators.
When one is touched with the Force, it can manifest itself visibly.
Was there something you wanted me for?
What is your opinion on the Telos situation exactly?
If the Republic would just rein Zerka in, there'd be no problem. But as long as Zerka is allowed to undermine the Ithorians' efforts, Telos will remain dead. I can't take seeing my work being used by those bloodsuckers. Well, there's nothing I can do about it, so let's talk about something else. Something else I can help you with?
How'd you lose your arm anyway?
I got tired of it. Kept dropping my hydro spanner. Figured I'd get a new one.
That seems a bit rash.
I was only kidding. Actually, it was a souvenir from Malachor. I was lucky it was all I lost. But at least it gave me something to do, right? Everyone always said I was probably half machine anyway. Something else I can help you with?
Yeah, I'm good. Alright, now, there should be more dialogue with him.
General, need something?
I've just been wondering what you've been doing since the war ended.
I moved around for a couple years. Working as a starship mechanic got me from place to place. I wasn't ready to settle down after the war.
I'm sure you weren't the only soldier to feel that way.
And I don't think I'll be the last. As long as I kept moving, I didn't know what happened.
We all must face our fears to become stronger.
Mostly, I was angry. Angry about what I had done, about why I had done it. I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to make up for the things I'd done in the war. I wanted to design planetary shields, but there weren't many systems with the credits to spare. There was more that needed to be rebuilt and protected. I found out that Telos was going to be the flagship project for the Republic, and it sounded like something good. I saw Telos before the Sith raised it. He deserved a better fate. But Zerka ruined everything. I thought I could force Zerka out on my own, but I guess I can't fix everything myself.
It's good to have you around again.
It's good to be working with you again, General. Something else I didn't want to talk about the war, but can I ask you something?
Sure, go ahead.
Why did you decide to fight?
Well, the Mandalorians just had to be stopped.
I felt the same way. I remembered when word of the Mandalorian attacks arrived on New Caledonia. My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were among the first systems to fall.
Unlike many Jedi, I cannot stand by and watch.
I did not join because I wanted to protect, though. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them, to give them mercy. They gave the people they conquered. I remember the thrill I felt when we fought them in battle. Victories were rare, but we celebrated every Mandalorian's death. Do you know how it felt?
I detached myself from the frenzy of battle. It was impersonal.
I couldn't do that. It was almost as though the battle took control of me, drove me forward. It's always on my mind now. That loss of control blinded me, turned me into a weapon. I just needed to get that off my chest. Was there something you know, I'm glad I found you again, General.
I think you were lucky to find me again.
You're right about that. We were together at Malachor. I don't know if anyone else could understand.
What do you mean?
Getting philosophical on me? I'm here because you found me on Telos and I decided to come along for the ride. Not that I had much choice after we got going.
We could let you off wherever you want to stop.
Tired of me already? I was frustrated. Watching the Ithorians getting pushed around by Zerka, I thought I could make a difference, but it was taken away from me. Guess if one planet was good enough for me, why not the galaxy?
Even if you knew what was wrong with it, how would you know where to start?
You just have to know what the circus looked like.
If you see them, let me know.
I'll be sure to do that, General. Was it... Yes, General?
Okay, he's got nothing else to talk about. Be right back once I get everything situated, folks. Here are the criminals. Well, look, we did not expect to see you again. I was just thinking the same thing. We thought our situation being stuck on this planet's surface would keep us from collecting up on your body. Now we can so thoughtfully deliver yourself to us. We'd be remiss to allow such an opportunity to pass us a second time.
Bounty? Why is there a bounty on your head?
Long story, Bao-Dur. Don't you know the exchange is paying handsomely for the head of the Jedi Knight? Your friend here just happens to be one. But that's little importance. All that matters is that we take him back to Nar Shaddaa.
So you'll have to come through me if you want to take the General.
That was the plan anyway. Bitch, please. You can't fucking take me. Bitch. Alright, I'm gonna deactivate this line and be right back once we get some more philosophical dialogue.
The Ithorians are truly amazing in their work.
Force is strong. Whether Chodo and his herd has anything to do with that is another matter. Can you feel anything?
A whisper, perhaps, like the breeze through the grass.
That is good. As it winds may swiftly turn to a gale, you are slowly beginning to be reopened to the Force.
Quiet. There's a large mercenary patrol up ahead. If we move carefully along the perimeter, we may be able to get by without their spotting us. We could cross along the shore, or head along the cliffs to the south.
No need to hide. Let's take them all out.
Let's do it.
Alright, I'll be right back once I get through to the next area.
There's the landing pad. There should be a computer terminal I can access from there. Looks like we're gonna have to find our way there, though. Look sharp.
What do we have here? The Jedi. Saves us the trouble of looking for you. Corin Fault did say you were dangerous. Maybe he does know what he's talking about.
And who are you supposed to be?
Fault hired me to keep everyone out of the restoration zone. You in particular.
What's going on down here?
A grenade with your name on it, Jedi. Attack!
You idiots.
Let me handle this.
Now that we're all gathered up, let's go. You think a mere grenade can stop the Jedi? You're sorely mistaken. Right. We're gonna go ahead and just one more, or two more. Alright, now they're all gone. This time I was able to save Bao-Dur's hide from being killed prematurely.
Hopefully I'll be able to access the shield network from this console. Good, it's functional, and my passcodes still work. Now let's find your ship.
The TSF said that the Ebon Hawk wasn't in any section landing zone. What makes you think we can find it here?
The TSF probably thinks the ship was put down in the wastes, but they don't know the planet as well as I do. Telos' atmosphere has been turned into acidic vapor. Landing a ship in the wastes would be like sealing it in a hangar full of hungry Minox. So that means there's probably an unsanctioned landing site somewhere on the planet, still shielded, but not a restoration zone or other listed facility. That's why I need access to the shield network. Here, a small anomaly in the shield network's power grid. I'm not surprised the TSF didn't spot this. It's subtle, more like an error or random flux than anything suspicious.
What is it?
It looks like power is being drawn to generate a shield over a small area in the polar region, but nothing should be down there. Orbital cameras show nothing, just an empty mesa.
We should investigate this. I feel this is the best bet of finding the Ebon Hawk.
How are we going to get to the polar sector?
That's a little tougher. According to the computer, a shuttle is currently docked inside the research facility. At least there was at last report, though that was months ago.
So we don't know if the shuttle will still be there or working.
But that's not going to stop me. I'm getting back to Citadel if I have to build a new ship myself.
What are we waiting for then?
There's one other small problem. Recently, Zerka teams that were sent into the military facility have not been coming out. But it's not as though we have any choice.
Let's get going. Alright, be right back once I get there, folks. Alright, made it to the shuttle.
There she is, one orbital shuttle. Looks like it's in serviceable condition. That's all a moot point, though.
Why is that?
The hangar bay doors are closed. I don't fancy flying the shuttle through solid metal, so I'd say we need to find a way to get them open. We'll also need to find the ignition codes for the shuttle, or else we'll have some trouble getting off the ground. If we get all that, I wouldn't worry about what shape this heap is in. I'll get it running.
Right. Alright, be right back, folks, once I get that all situated.
Statement. We have arrived too late. The target has invaded us. We must pursue it. Observation. You've likely escaped aboard the orbital shuttle that has been docked here. The bay control computer likely will have a record of their departure. Query. Have you discovered anything about the shuttle's course? Answer. I have managed to track the shuttle's movement across the SHIELD network. However, the SHIELD network does not stretch over the polar region, which was the shuttle's apparent destination. Statement. Dispatch a unit to the polar region with the last known coordinates and approximate path of the shuttle. They will not escape us again.
Well, this can't be any
Those
worse
droids
than
are
last time.
persistent.
So that's the hole in the SHIELD network, huh? Doesn't look like much to me. You've got to be kidding me. It's not my fault.
Getting shot down again. Got shot down again.
Egotistic praise. An excellent shot, even with the prevailing winds. I couldn't have done it better myself.
Fucking assholes.
Field assessment. I picked up on the heat forms of the Jedi and his allies. Activate the mines and prime the self-destruct sequences. Relieved statement. Oh, Jedi, it is good to see you intact. We were concerned that shooting down your shuttle would damage you irreparably. Quick clarification, but now that we have found you, we hope that we can facilitate communications. Unnecessary addendum. And put an end to hostilities.
If you want to fight, then bring it on. Honestly, what chance did you bastards think you had? Honestly, did y'all really think you had that much of a chance? Sheesh. It's like y'all don't learn. Y'all don't learn. That is why you fail. I usually have to save around this point because there's a glitch that happens, but I'll hopefully the glitch won't happen this time around. Alright. And it looks like we're going to be okay.
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed.
Who are you?
I will not warn you again. Drop your weapons, or we shall take them from you. Do as they say. I sense we will come to no harm.
Oh. Very well. I did not come here to do battle.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell? I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes, it bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
What is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What? What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deeper to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atten. If he is a Jedi, he will forgive. And if he is not, he will not care.
You can't tell him, please. I'm asking you. I don't want him to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this man we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve him until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of the Jarek can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No. I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
Tell me what you've done with my friends first.
Your concern is noted. Your friends have not been harmed. They have been detained for their safety. I find it unusual that you are traveling with others again. I had thought you had forsaken the company of others after the war. Or is that why you are here?
I'm looking for my ship so I can leave Telos.
Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. Unless you are admitting to the destruction of the Paragas mining facility.
The destruction was a Paragas was an accident.
Ah, an accident. Something beyond your control. You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking. Putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done?
I know I put Telos in jeopardy, but I had no other choice.
No, your crime is much more than that. Without the fuel from Paragas, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet and its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds.
Huh?
Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds devastated by the Sith will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime.
It's almost as bad as the Jedi led the Outer Rim died during the Mandalorian Wars in the first place.
So you still hold to your flawed convictions. If you think to anger me, you are wrong. How is it that you are not content to confine your ruin to yourself? You must spread it to others wherever you go. Ruin yourself with your actions if you will. But when your actions bring harm to others, then you must answer for it.
So I'm to blame for the actions of the Sith Empire?
The Sith? What do you mean?
They have returned and they're hunting down all Jedi.
You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. Tell me, where did you encounter them?
The Sith came to Paragus to kill me.
Paragus? What would they want there? They can't have been looking for you.
Apparently, they did not realize I had left the Jedi behind.
If you were the best target they could find, the teachings of the dark side blind the Sith indeed. I am the last Jedi, not you. You betrayed our teachings, our beliefs, the very core of the Jedi Order. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would lead them here.
If so, I offer my help. You will need it.
You offer your aid after turning your back on me, on the Council. The Jedi is not something you embrace out of fear. The commitment is stronger than that, something you never seem to understand.
I am not doing this out of fear. I want to help.
Perhaps. But if you help me, it cannot be done from here. There are others in the galaxy who may help us against a Sith threat. If you can find them, gain their trust, perhaps our defenses shall be stronger for it. Take your ship, seek them out. If you find them, encourage them to gather on Dantooine. From there we can call a council and see what can be done.
I'll see what I can do.
Then I shall send you on your way. It is now time for you to depart.
We shall remove him, mistress. Come with us.
Of course.
Are you all right, mistress?
The exile brought up feelings best left forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile. I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Did you care for him once?
The Jedi have no such attachments. As always, he will do as he wills. And the galaxy, and the feelings of others, can burn for all he cares. The day we judged him, I stood in the chamber and he was so right. He was so certain of it, I doubted myself. He chose Revan over the Jedi, over the Council, over... But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
God damn. Alright, be right back once I've gathered up with the others. There they are.
Did you find what you came for?
That depends. What was I supposed to find here?
There was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still.
The woman who was here as a Jedi, Atris, she was one of the council, and she wanted to punish me even further after I was exiled.
I see it now. The act has left its marks. Be warned. Unresolved events from our past can create wounds in the present and the future. And more importantly, they can distract you, weaken you. It could prove fatal against the enemies we face.
Are we done here?
If that is all you wish to hear, then I have nothing more to say. Let us depart.
Is that alright? He looks out cold.
He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
You can sleep on the ship. Let's go.
I'm sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash.
There's nothing to be apologizing apologetic for. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm.
What is this place? Where are we?
And Jedi Academy, concealed within the northern poles of Telos.
This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This place.
It looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant.
I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use.
Are you well enough to travel?
I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship.
Come with me. I could still use your help.
Very well, General.
I'm gonna choose both Atten and
Mistress,
Bao-Dur.
you summoned me.
I have a task for you. The exile is dangerous. I'm concerned that he was able to return to Republic space and reach Telos without my knowledge.
Mistress, the Harbinger was lost in transit. It was our failing.
What is done is done. But now I need you to travel with him.
Mistress,
I realize what I'm asking of you. And I'm asking that you keep your purpose a secret, even from your sisters. I need someone to watch the exile closely, and let me know if he contacts the Sith. More importantly, I need you to study him closely. I need to know what he thinks, what he does. Become part of his group. Earn his trust. Get him to confide in you.
I will do as you ask, Mistress. But, Mistress, the exile did not seem to pose a threat to us.
Ah, but he does. Do not be fooled by the exterior. It is his nature you must beware. He fell to the dark side once. He will do so again. I am trusting you with this task, last of my handmaidens. Do not disappoint me. The galaxy, the Jedi, may depend on it.
Let me heal up Bao-Dur real quick. Oh, I forgot to re-equip my lightsaber. Oh boy. That's kind of dangerous. Okay.
Hey, you're back with us. We were just on our way to rescue you from those ghost women when, we got locked up.
Are you alright? You looked a little disoriented.
Don't worry about me, I'm fine. How did things go with the Jedi here? Are you all done?
Not yet. I've agreed to help further.
Well, that's not exactly what I wanted to hear.
Look, Atten, you've done more than enough. You can leave if you want.
No, I was just complaining. I'm with you until things start going better for you. We need to stick together, you know? And who knows? I might be able to help you out of a tight spot at some point.
Thanks, Atten. I appreciate the help.
Hey, don't mention it. It's my pleasure.
Alright, let's go. Another steel container. Okay, this just leads back to where I've been opening doors before. Okay, and finally, little T3.
Well, if it isn't the one who stole the Ebonhawk. Not so smug now, are you, you little thief?
It is unlikely the droid stole the vessel.
Says you.
Is this your droid? It looks badly damaged. Dissect it.
Are you alright, T3? It's not your fault that they took the ship, T3. Hold on. What information are you talking about, bud? You're in... Which console did it get downloaded to? You can fill me in later. Let me get you out of there first. See you on the up and hawk, bud. If people wonder why I love making sure that I have Anakin's skin for my character model, as well as T3 looking like he does. Got one more plasteel container to look through. Okay. Now I'm gonna do a quick save before I board the Ebon Hawk just to make sure I don't glitch out.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens is not among us. She has left with the exile. Left? But why? Her oath. I sent her to travel with the exile. She may discover something I cannot. Mistress, the last of the handmaidens, she is willful, and she has demonstrated a fascination with Jedi. It may not have been why. I know what I have done, but it was necessary.
Now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
Whoa, T3, what's up, bud? Whoa, you did what while you were connected? So the link worked both ways?
What does the machine say?
He said he has a holo record the day of my trial.
We seem to have found it.
Do you know why we have called you here?
You have called me here to answer for my crimes at Malachor 5.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
The truth is that the Mandalorians had to be stopped or countless others would have died.
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out, and so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Much defiance in that one.
You are correct, KotOR. When he was here, I felt it. It was as if he was not there, more like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. He speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. He has lost himself. He is no Jedi. He walked Revan's path, but he was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong.
dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. He has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let him depart. He will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with him, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let him go because we must. Where he travels, he carries his destination with him.
Malachor 5 should have been his grave. You saw it in his walk, and in the Force. It was as if he was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and he cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told him the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believe was true. There's still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years, we will call him before us and explain what happened to him, and how he may be healed. Until then, he must accept his journey.
But he may never discover the truth, and he will never know why we cast him out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
Those last few moments, I had no idea. If you find anything else, let me know, T3. Atris has a list of the missing Jedi. Let's play it now. I knew all those Jedi Masters.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
Be that as it may, we need their help against the Sith.
Those are Atris's records you have stolen.
What the hell are you doing on our ship?
I have come to join you. I can help you against this threat.
Well, we don't want your help. Or any of your sisters.
If it comforts you to believe that, then so be it. But the enemies you face are many, and you will need all the help you can get. It is just me, and I am doing this because Atris believes you will need help.
I will take whatever help I can get.
Indeed. But of course, what does one more matter to our journey? I have had enough of this. I will be in my chambers.
Yeah, me too. I'll be in my chambers. But since I don't have any, I guess I'll just go to the cockpit like I always do. If she's coming with us, she gets the cargo hold. Might remind her how fun it is to get locked up.
General?
The cargo hold is enough. I assure you, there is little I need. I will attend to myself.
Look, forget it and take the regular quarters. We've got more than enough room.
It is no matter. I am used to worse conditions, but thank you for your kindness.
For the last time, no. Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat. Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor. Yeah? How many credits? Well, check it again. It can't be anything else. Just check the damn connector. I don't trust the diagnostics any more than I trust you. Because I don't like droids. They break. In the head. Well, whatever you call that thing on your head. Yeah, well, if
I'm mean to you, it's because I care. All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
Maybe he's just worried about your skills Bao-Dur.
If it wasn't for me, we'd all be floating in space. I think I can handle a few repairs to your circuits.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Good. Now let's get started. You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. Not bad. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
Permanent +2 bonus to Constitution. Alright. I'll be right back, folks. I'm going to check some things on the ship before I go talk to a certain little bunny. I'm actually going to have to speak to Kreia first before I get started with a certain little bunny's training.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so much room.
Only as many that want to come and help us.
Then prepare for an army, I think, for it seems many more will come in time. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
What makes you think they obey me?
Because I am not blind, that is why. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others.
How do you know that?
I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them?
I've noticed their behavior changing, and especially within Atom.
The fool dances in your shadow for your favor. The woman, she worships you. The alien obeys you. Even within the machines, there are echoes. Watch them carefully. See their patterns and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done.
You may have a point. I must reflect on this.
Good, and then act upon it. It is a powerful tool to motivate others. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength.
What do you mean by that?
Have you never asked yourself how Revan took the Republic and Jedi beneath him, how he made them his?
War makes bonds. That can't be denied.
Ah, but to make officers turn on their own people, to bomb innocent worlds, to make pacts, strong influence indeed. And where did these Sith teachings come from? And why did Revan embrace them so strongly? So many questions, yet the answers are few.
I thought the teachings came from the Sith on Korriban.
Oh, did they? No. Revan met no Sith empire, yet he learned their teachings. Many have mistaken the soldiers beneath Revan, the machines that were constructed to be the Sith. They are wrong. The Sith is a belief, and what Revan formed was not an empire, but something else. Yet how he did it is curious. And I suspect the answer to that question is tied to another. How was Revan able to corrupt so many so quickly?
Do you have any ideas?
Not a one. But we shall see where our journey takes us, I think, and see how many answers we come across, yes.
I'll be going for now. How the hell did I gain dark side points? Was it the way that I talked about Revan? Oh, crap. Oh, fuck my life. Okay, be right back, folks. Okay, so I decided to land back on Telos to make sure I can train Handmaiden to become a Jedi.
Oh, welcome, Exile. Is there something you need?
Are you alright?
Yes, your features, your stats. There is a calm about you that I did not notice on Telos.
What do you mean?
There is an energy about you, a lightness in your movements. It is something I have seen in only the most disciplined and revered of the Ichani weapon masters. Yet it comes to you with ease.
I do feel better, more in touch with my surroundings, and with others.
It shows in your features. It is beautiful to see.
Can I ask some questions?
You may ask.
What exactly are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
Can you teach me some?
Training is something reserved for certain caste members of the Ichani, but I do not see the harm in instructing you in some basic principles. I do not understand how you and Atris fight, but I will instruct you on how Ichani children are raised on warfare.
That seems like a good place to begin.
All Ichani fighting principles rely on foundations. If one does not understand the most basic of fighting moves, it is not possible to understand the higher tiers. It is similar to learning the alphabet of a language before being able to use words, then sentences.
Alright, I'm ready.
As a foundation, I will instruct you in our elementary movements. The body itself is the first weapon you must master. It is not something that can be described. Let us duel, you and I, and that shall teach you more than my words can. Use only your hands and feet to strike at me, nothing else, or our combat shall be over. Do not resort to using any items or any force techniques you may possess. Such things will obstruct learning.
Alright, no force powers, weapons, or items. Got it.
Very well. I shall match my movements to resist your efforts, and do not hold back, or I will hurt you. You fought well indeed. You have caught the principles of the style by watching and anticipating my movements. I now have a favor to ask you.
Alright.
The weapon the Jedi use, the Force, I would like to know more about it.
What do you need to know?
It is not something you can see or fight, yet the Jedi use it and struggle with it their entire lives.
It's a difficult thing to describe.
Please, I wish to know.
The warmth of the sun without the glare, and you can feel its light and its heat, but there is no harshness to it all.
I see. Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
If you have any further questions in the future, seek me out to ask them. Alright, I'm going to be right back, folks. I need to do something about Handmaiden's skin when she's unclothed. Okay, there we go.
Yes?
Can you teach me some more fighting moves?
I do not think you are ready for further instruction. Each movement of our arts demands some time to use the art in battle, or to examine how it may be best used in battle.
Alright. I'll be right back, folks.
I think you are ready for the next tier of instruction. For this we will keep the etiquette of the last duel, but we shall add any melee weapon you choose to the ritual, with the exception of the Jedi weapon, the saber. Vibroblade, Bothan stun stick, force pike, whatever you wish. But no items, no force techniques.
Alright, any melee weapon, but except for the lightsaber. No weapons and no force powers. Got it.
Then let us begin. And again, do not hold back. I will not.
Oh, don't worry. You have no need to fear me trying to hold back.
You fought well indeed. You have caught the principles of the style by watching and anticipating my movements. Before you go, there is something I must know. Why did you go back, face trial?
I felt like maybe they could help me.
I see. It was always something I was curious about. To walk to one's own sentence willingly. It's a brave thing.
I'll be going now. I'm gonna have... Okay, now I've got to go talk to Kreia, because now she's going to be cryptic again.
Yes. Have...
Oh, I guess she doesn't do that yet, so hold up a minute. Okay, now I just remembered. I have to ask Handmaiden why she looks so different from her sisters.
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something usually spoken of in the company of others.
So you had a different mother, but the same father?
Yes, that is correct. I feel that I may trust you with such things, so I shall speak of it, if you wish to hear it.
Yeah, I would love to hear it.
Though my father's blood I share with my sisters, I wear the face of my mother. My father was Usanus, an Ichani general.
Usanus was a hero of the Mandalorian Wars as well, one of the greatest.
He left our family to serve in the Mandalorian Wars, but his choice was not because of battle. He went to join my mother, one whose movements and spirit matched his. His only desire was that they fight together, side by side, for as long as there were enemies amassed against them.
If your face is any indication, your mother must have been beautiful.
I never saw her face, and she did not return from the final battle of the war. She died in the battle that shattered Malachor V, and her body was never recovered. My father returned from the Mandalorian Wars and did not enter battle again. He entered politics, a caste where one's battles are fought through words rather than action.
So what happened to him?
He was slain by Revan in the Jedi Civil War. When Revan sought to destabilize the Ichani worlds, Revan succeeded. The fact that our father chose battle is not shameful, but that is not the reason he went to war. He went to war to be with the one he loved, but not the one he had pledged himself to. He was disloyal. I am the mark of that disloyalty. It is said that such things run in the blood, and I have fought long to prove that this is not so. That is why I am different from my sisters. Yet I am pledged to them, and Atris, and I would die before betraying them. I tell you this in trust, and ask that you not speak of it to others. I only wish you to know.
Why tell me?
Because when my father returned from the Mandalorian Wars, he walked as you do now. There was something wounded inside him. He did not speak of what had happened there, and with us he was silent, changed. When I look upon you, I see in you an answer to a question I have searched for all my life, and that is why I tell you this now. I do not believe you to be the monster Atris made you out to be. I believe your choice was my father's choice, and it was just as difficult.
I appreciate your choice. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate your trust. Thank you for telling me.
You have earned my trust. I wish to honor the trust you have shown me, and I wish to explain what you meant to me. I know it is difficult for others to see why I am here, but it was important that you know one of the reasons, and know that it is not simply duty that I am here, but because I want to be here. I want to fight with you side by side for as long as there are enemies that threaten you. You are a leader. Your stance, your every action proves it.
I will accept your pledge. Let us stand together.
You honor me, exile. Together, then.
Alright, now I can probably talk to Kreia about her mother.
You are spending time with the servant of Atris.
I'm surprised you know so much when you don't even leave this room.
I knew her mother. She was a Jedi Knight, a master, named Aaron Kai. Jedi are forbidden to have children, and when the crime finally came to light almost a decade later...
I'm pretty sure you guys can make the connection
she
now.
joined the Mandalorian Wars after the shame of her birth was revealed.
She served under Revan?
Revan welcomed her, and she was said to be a skilled warrior, beautiful, and strong in the Force. The Force flows strongly in the blood of those born from Force sensitives. I doubt that Aaron was any different. If the servant of Atris is of her blood, then the potential lies within her. If you train her, if you teach her the ways of the Jedi, you will be asking her to break her oath to Atris. It would be best not to train her, and let the bloodline die with Telos.
But shouldn't she know her heritage?
Should she? By whose judgment should such truths be revealed? I do not have such arrogant presumptions. The Jedi separate children from their parents as they did you. It is because family exerts a powerful influence on one's development. I am merely saying that revealing such things can have profound consequences, nothing more.
How do I train her?
You must train yourself first. The time will reveal itself. Yet if you persist as you have, building her trust, then you will be training her, whether you know it or not, until the choice is hers, not yours.
I'll be going now.
Before you go, a word of caution. Spend time with her if you must, but recognize where your true loyalties lie, to the galaxy and yourself.
My feelings for her are not your concern.
Ah, so then perhaps I was mistaken in my judgment. Never have you wondered what it would mean in the Ichani rituals if the two of you sparred and fought, and you won, completely and utterly. If perhaps she would give in, surrender herself to you. Few are the thoughts that can hide in the shadows of your mind. Exile, and such passions are not strength, but erosion.
Perhaps, perhaps not. We will see about it.
I cannot help but hear you at times, and such curious thoughts they are, not at all like a Jedi. But I shall keep such thoughts to myself, I think. And you should as well.
Alright, I'll be right back once I've gained enough levels, folks.
Here, you felt it, did you not?
It was the sound, like a heart, yet like a voice.
The time to hide your presence is coming to a close, and you will need to increase your training. You are ready. Your training must increase, and there are higher mysteries you must learn. But only you must know the path you will take. I cannot choose it for you. Is it battle that stirs you? To meet an enemy blade upon blade? Such is the way of the greatest of Jedi warriors, the weapon masters. Or perhaps it is investigating the mysteries of the galaxy, seeking out injustice and harm, and bringing it into the light. Such is the way of the Jedi watchmen in the time of Ulig Keldroma and Exar Kun. Or perhaps your way lies upon the ancient mysteries, and to teach others the ways of the Force, as I have, the way of the Jedi Masters.
Training and learning the ways of the Force as a Jedi Master.
It is not some great test you require to be what you strive to be. It is only your decision to find that path that matters. From here on, you guide your destiny.
A certain set of skills.
But in order to take the next steps, you must face your past and put it to rest.
Now, the reason why I chose Jedi Master and Jedi Guardian, Guardian at the beginning would give me the power to be able to overcome my enemies. And couple that with Jedi Master, it would just fucking make sure that I could blow away my enemies like a nut. Alright, I'll be right back once I've leveled up again, folks.
You are ready for the final tier I wish to teach. You have made much progress. For this, you may use any melee weapon and any shields you possess. But nothing else. No Jedi saber, and no other items.
Alright, so shields and melee weapons, no lightsaber, no force, and no other items.
We shall begin this final lesson then.
Alright, here we go.
Atris was correct about you. You know war, its motions and currents. There is nothing more I can teach you.
Then maybe I can teach you some stuff.
I have already learned much of your styles in combat. There is no need to know more.
What's the problem?
Combat among the Ichani is a personal thing. Repeated duels are not what they are in other cultures, and I would rather that this not become more than it is. And I have taken an oath to Atris against studying from a Jedi, or anything of the Jedi teachings.
But do you want to learn?
What I desire is of no importance. My father broke his oaths. He shamed us all. I do not wish to follow his path. I swore not to follow his path. If I were to follow a Jedi against Atris's wishes, then I would be betraying her for you.
There is no betrayal in learning. And it's important to me that you know the Jedi. You know who I was, or who I am.
This is a difficult thing for me to say, but I ask that you be silent as I tell you this. It is my desire to learn from you what you can teach me of battle. I have already learned much in our duels, but with every battle, I wish to know more of you. Your stance, your movements. I can sense shades of meaning and an echo of something I have yet to experience. Atris said that you were the only Jedi to have survived the Mandalorian Wars, that you had stared into the heart of war and only turned away because you were forced to. I do not believe her. I believe that you made a choice, as my father did, and that is important to me, more than you know. And you are important to me more than you know. I will accept whatever you wish to teach me, though it breaks my oath to Atris. What of her? As I said, I knew little about her.
You know that she was a Jedi named Aaron Kay?
This is already known to me. Why are you telling me this?
Because the Force runs through your bloodline, and you can learn how to use it to help others.
I think I have always known this. It has always been in my thoughts. As I followed Atris, perhaps what I wished to follow was the call of my bloodline, of my mother. I have felt incomplete, hollow since her loss at Malachor 5. And with your help, perhaps this wound might be healed.
And so it ends.
I want you to teach me the ways of the Force, to become a Jedi Knight like my mother.
If I were to train, if you do this, you will break your vow to Atris.
There is the betrayal of Atris, and there is the betrayal of my mother and father. After seeing you in battle, I know you more than I have ever known Atris, and I am not convinced that serving her is the greater good. I want to feel what my mother felt for my father, what ran through my mother's veins when she was one with the Force. I wish to hear what my mother heard as she fought the Mandalorians until the moment she died on Malachor 5.
Then know this, you have the makings of a Jedi Guardian within you, and it's time that I show you that path.
I will not let you down, Exile. I will honor you as I honor the face of my mother.
Yes!
Betrayal.
I'm as happy as a lark right now. That's one down. I'm not sure how many more, but...
Mistress, she has betrayed me. The last of your sisters has betrayed me. Betrayed us. She is your sister no more. She does not travel with the exile. Instead, she has chosen to walk the path of the Jedi.
Mistress, forgive us, but are you certain? She would not forsake her oath so lightly.
It is the truth, and it is done. Do you doubt me?
No, Mistress. It is you who saved the Jedi upon Dantooine, who have collected their knowledge and hid it here to protect it.
But why? How did she fall? It is a sign of his corruption, and perhaps hers as well. He will train her, and she will be flawed.
Flawed my ass! You just can't accept the fact that she chose you, the ways of the Jedi, over you, bitch!
Don't you ever give it a rest?
Training more.
Fine, don't mind me. I just need to get some stuff from the cargo hold.
I love it. Uh-oh.
You know the first tier of styles, but you're holding back because I am unarmed. Tell me where you were trained.
What can I say? I'm a quick study.
You lie. Few know the Echani styles by reflex.
Oh yeah? Guess you saw a lot of the world while you were freezing your cargo hold off in the Ice Academy. Didn't you, sister? Next time I walk in here, I'm carrying a blaster. Oh yeah, one other thing. Don't think I haven't noticed the way you've been sparring with our ex-Jedi friend. This isn't some pleasure yacht. So if I did know all the Echani movements, I might know more than just the first tier, including the etiquette rituals. So keep your hands where I can see them.
Fool.
Shut up.
Alright, there's one other I want to train. Because he's been holding back. Okay, come on.
Having you here has an effect on me, General. I never
I
noticed
forgot
it
to
years
put my
ago.
robes back on,
I think
too.
my mind was too occupied then.
It's good to hear that I'm having a positive effect on you.
I feel calm, more in control. The anger is still there, but I can feel it drifting away. The last years of my life have been defined by it. The Mandalorians, Zerka, and Revan. And above all else, myself, for Malachor.
What about me and giving that order?
Never, General. It had to be done. My hands destroyed the Mandalorians. I cannot be forgiven for that.
If Ulic Caldroma can be forgiven for waging war against the Republic, you can be forgiven for saving it.
Even if I did it out of hatred of the Mandalorians?
Anger will only lead to the dark side, Bao-Dur.
My feelings are bad enough without having to worry about Jedi problems. My anger is nothing compared to the blood on my hands.
You have dwelled on the past for too long. You can't undo history, but you can change for the future.
Even if there isn't, I still feel like I need to do something to make up for it.
Then learn the ways of the Force. I can teach you, but you must let go of that anger, or else it will destroy you and you will fall.
Under your guidance, I feel like I could overcome my anger.
Then we have no time to waste. Good, they put me back in the basic clothing during the training process at the very least. Alright. I'll be right back, folks. Okay, so the reason I came back to Telos was not only to teach Handmaiden to become a Jedi, but was to also try to see if I can get the last two pieces for HK.
Acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation. And bring about the termination of hostilities.
Yada, yada, yada. Same old song and dance with you droids.
Systems failing, Master.
Okay, there's the chassis. Nothing else? Okay. I'll be right back once I get through with getting some of the special items as well. So, BRB. Aren't you going to put me under arrest?
While I was disturbed that you chose to defy our orders and obtain transport off Citadel Station, the matter has since been closed. It was the decision of Republic authorities that your testimony would no longer be necessary, and thus you'd be allowed to go. But as we discovered, you had already left. In some ways, it was lucky for us, avoiding a possibly embarrassing situation.
Why would the Republic go and change their minds like that?
Why does the Republic do anything? The head doesn't know what the feet are doing. The hands don't even know they've got fingers, let alone where they are. My opinion, they probably performed their independent investigation and figured it wasn't your fault. Anyways, you should just be glad I decided to overlook the fact you escaped arrest.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And if there's nothing else, I've got a job to do.
I've got info on the
What is it?
escaped criminals. I killed them.
I see. And where and when did you kill them?
I followed them to the restoration zones, where they were on duty as Zerka security, and I killed them.
I see. Well, you certainly earned the bounty on those two dangerous criminals. Here it is. I think you'll find the amount more than adequate. The TSF once again thanks you for your cooperation.
Alright. And once I get back aboard the Ebon guys, I'm going to end the episode if there's no extra dialogue. So be right back. I just installed the processor on HK, or the chassis on HK, so now all that's required left is the droid processor. I'm going to research which one of the two shops have it first before I decide to land on either one of them. But that will have to wait for another time. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Until then, well, Team Cypher better watch themselves, because I'm about to come back with a fucking vengeance. See you all later.